To an agreement, it's a season, it's the most high when we flow. Don't want no grieving, no bereavement, we gon' translate when we go. To an agreement, it's a season, it's the most high when we flow. Don't want no grieving, no bereavement, we gon' translate when we go.
I'm in a different mode, hop in the spirit and go. In the door we shine like flashlights, me and my bro. Don't know what they told you, but we the ones who show it. Show His glory, we was chosen, we the ones they notice. We just living up to His will, that's all.
Alright, so it's live. We could always edit too.
Alright, bet.
So we live right now.
Alright,
But
man.
yeah, man. But everything been good with you. You said you was excited
Yeah.
from everything that was happening.
Yeah. That was it. It was just everything when you seeing progress done. That's all it is, man.
Kind.
Felt like everything was moving. It was like, dang, all right, the land getting done.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Had a little fun. Then I'm like, all right, man, my aunt finna go get us some in that we finally been trying to do. So
Right.
that was it, man. Just the excitement.
Yeah.
But even through the excitement, that's why I said I apologize, because you still got to know how to control yourself through the excitement. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You still got to, hey, all right, you excited, but like, calm down.
Con. All right. Get that too. Con. So it's really just, we making it, man. It's just stages, man.
Yeah.
It's coming. It's coming along. You know what I'm saying? So, I just been chilling out. I actually been looking into it. I know you've been doing your studying your trade thing, right?
Not as deep. Not as deep. Yeah.
Okay. I actually been thinking about going ahead and grabbing one.
You talking about the trade, the carpenter trade?
Yeah. What you thought I was talking about?
I thought you said trade.
Trading. Like,
trading.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How that's been?
Man, it's been fun.
For real?
Like, for real. It felt like it's opening a different part of creativity.
Mm-hmm.
Like, when you first started getting on the music, it's the same thing with that. I'm like, all right, I can see anything being done that I want to build now.
Okay.
Like, all right, this how you do it. This kind of structure, this kind of materials. That joint fun, though.
Con. I was actually, so you doing carpentry. I was actually thinking about getting into plumbing. Only because ain't nobody really doing it. You know what I'm saying? We got electricians. We got some carpenters. They not calling themselves carpenters, but they still like work on houses, do carpenter like things and stuff like that. So I was actually thinking about going to get the plumbing, man. I don't even know how far I want to go, because I was looking at this. It's you got to be an apprentice and all this stuff, and I don't know if I necessarily have time to do the whole apprentice thing.
Yeah.
But if I go to the right program, I come out with a certain amount of hours where I might be able to take my journeyman test with a little bit of, hands-on experience, because they call it like secondary experience and primary experience. So as long as you have a certain amount of secondary experience, it count for, like, I think each little certificate that they give you count for like a year of experience.
Gotcha.
So if I go for, I think you need 3 years to take the test. So if I get 3 certificates, I technically would have enough. You know what I'm saying? So, but that's actually a big commitment. I really want to be able to just so if I go somewhere, I touch down. Accounting is already a trade. Like, if you go bookkeeping and all that stuff, that's considered a trade. You can do that at trade schools and stuff like that. So that's kind of a trade. But when I touch down, if I go somewhere, I would also like to have something where I can get my hands dirty with it and do something with my hands. Like, and then really know, though. You know what I'm saying? Not like, you know what I'm saying? Really know, okay, yeah, I know about all the fasteners. I know about all the gels that go in the gaskets and all this stuff. You know what I'm saying? All the right stuff. You know what I'm saying? What's required for a certain amount of pressure from the street and all that stuff. So I'm really thinking about doing it heavy, though.
Yeah. That's what was on the goal for next semester.
Okay. Plumbing?
So, yeah.
Okay.
Because with the even with the trades, like you were saying, I know the school that I'm at, some people going for the full diplomas, but I'm just like I'm going for the knowledge, you know what I mean? So getting certain certificates, so probably won't be there as long as a regular plumber would be that's going through the whole diploma. I don't have to necessarily take the intern hours they got to take and all that, so it's possible. It is possible. You know, when you're trying to do it.
Especially if you're not trying to join a union and doing all this extra stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You're not trying to work for somebody. But you know, you still have to have certain licenses to work in this country. But if you go somewhere else or you just working for yourself, you know what I'm saying? Not on other people's stuff. I'm just saying like you building your own stuff, you putting your own plumbing in. It's still amazing knowledge to have. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. Cause I was thinking like, man, it's crazy because I was reading that Genesis 1. I had just did like a little breakdown of Genesis 1. And I was looking.
From the Hebrew?
What you mean from the Hebrew?
Remember you was reading it with in the Hebrew the other day.
I did put some
and you
Hebrew.
were sharing like all like how deeper it goes. Than
I put a little small touch of that in there. I ain't put too much in it. You know what I'm saying? I just put like the name of heaven and the waters and all that stuff.
Yeah.
So so the waters is what? The plumbing.
Facts.
Right?
Facts.
The earth is the wood. I don't know why it's cut. The earth is the wood, right? So it's like I just want to make sure it's still rolling. It's rolling. I don't know why it's cutting off.
Right,
but the earth is the wood, right? So then you go into like air, right? What's that? The Holy Spirit, HVAC, yeah. So it's like when he made light, that's electricity, right?
Facts.
When you was young, you had the socks on or your little full body joint with the little feet on the bottom. You just sliding on joints and you touch somebody, a little electricity pop out, a little static shock. You know what I'm saying? That's friction. So when you make fire, what you do? You rub them sticks together. That friction creates fire. Fire is the lightning. You know what I'm saying? So and so that lightning is what? Electricity. Electrician. That's another trade. So each element got a trade. You know what I'm saying? And I added that in there. But I was talking about the fifth element. The fifth element is actually the word, the scriptures. It's the intangible. But yeah. Let me change these settings. But so I'm actually extra pumped to do it. If I do start doing it, I'm gonna start this fall.
Got you, yeah.
Yeah, probably take a couple more trips and then start.
You think
most I willing.
You think every person or at least every man should have at least one look, at least a trait that they familiar with, even if they not just totally all out skilled with it, that you at least familiar with.
Man, yeah, that's what I'm thinking we need more order. You know, I was already on that wavelength of us needing more order, and it's like for real, when it come down to it, if we gonna come together, every man come together. Let's just say we was gonna come, you know. And we're going to come together and build something. You know, and in order to build,
you know how to build.
You gotta know how to build something.
We gotta have,
you know what I'm saying? That which is above is also below. So even if we're going to build mentally, build spiritually, we're going to also at the same time need to build physically.
Fast.
You get what I'm saying? Fast. So along with that, like it would be dope if every man was required to have a trade. Even if it's a basic certificate. I'm talking about like a 1 semester type, 2 semester type thing. You just go for a semester or something, and get you some or link up with somebody who already don't know it, apprentice under him for a little bit, or have him, show you the ropes. But that would be for real. That would be amazing, bro.
Fast though. It'd be beneficial too, cause man, even with something like that, I can see it being beneficial. Of course, financially, cause man, we almost never had to call nobody for too much of anything. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, you know what I mean? Only thing I could see us having to outsource is literally materials.
And even that.
That's it.
And I mean, yeah. So why you say materials? I'm just curious why you say materials.
Just cause like things
what
like
you mean by materials?
Metals or whatever. Like even with plumbing, if I need my pipes and stuff like that, if let's say we had our own community, but
hold on, pause.
Yeah.
So, hey, forgive us, y'all. The recording had froze. I didn't want to keep going with it frozen. So we just rebooting, man. I know we were talking about trades and stuff like that.
Yeah, should every man have one?
Yeah. And then we had kind of but on that note, I do think every man should have one. This is a new thought for me too. So if y'all got thoughts on that, I ain't even looking at the camera. If y'all got thoughts on that, make sure y'all, you know what I'm saying, leave it in the comments. You know what I'm saying? I would like to hear, you know, what y'all think about every man getting the trade. I think that could be dope and beneficial, because it's like, man, when I was looking at the price of just going to these courses versus a 4-year degree, all right, and I was just like, bro, you come out of $40,000 in debt, then you could go do this class for.
Right.
But it's just, man, that's tough.
Hey, man, it's
That's tough.
It is, but it's also it's momentum too, man. I be looking at things like momentum. You know what I mean? Hey, before the plane got off the runway, man, you know what I mean? He had to gather that momentum.
Yeah.
So,
man, you know, this is a new setup. It's like the run. This the first run.
facts.
You know what I'm saying? So, next time we come, it's gonna be that much more smoother. Next time we wake up, you know what I'm saying?
So you don't think we should go back and at least go back and even if we won't go into detail, be like, hey, this is an important message right here.
I mean, we can, but I'm just letting y'all know, folks. This is our second. This is about to be our third time.
Third or fourth time.
Talk about this stuff, because we keep missing it.
I don't mind re-saying things, because you know, man, we're resilient. So it's like, and I truly believe if somebody need to hear something, then and we're the mouthpieces. Then it don't matter if I gotta say it 5-6 times. Like,
you're right.
I gotta go re-say that. You know what I mean? Maybe I don't go in this detail, but still, the gist of everything, right? I'm just gonna go through the gist one more time, right? So it's probably gonna be said in all these videos how we mix it up. But the gist of everything is the importance of a trade. The importance of a trade with us going forward, building communities, us building the future that we building, you know, or building the present that we building. Let me say, a trade is super important. The first thing that's coming to mind right now, one of the main reasons, the most important thing of a trade, it's not just to have a skill. I believe it's to have more. So whenever the Father give us instructions, we have that
ability to act on them.
I can act, and I'm more open for whatever He tell me He want me to do through me. You know what I mean? Cause like I'm gonna keep going back on it, cause that was a very important conversation. Like the things that we were able to do in ancient times, was a lot of it was because we were skilled and and learned to be able to do it.
Right, we had all knowledge. Hebrews had all knowledge, it says.
We had all knowledge. So if we got blacksmith, like I was just saying, right now, when I came in here, I'm like, yeah, if we knew how to be a carpenter, a plumber, electrician, then we could build a community, but we need to outsource. That's what my mind was just at 30 minutes ago. Now my mind is like, no, if I knew how to be a carpenter, electrician, a plumbing, and a blacksmith, you know what I mean?
Right, now I can work on my own wiring.
I don't have to outsource anything.
Right.
You know what I mean? So these trades are like us going back to the fundamentals and reteaching, relearning ourselves is vital, because it's going to keep us from like running circles in that same box.
Right.
Like, hey, I'm going to do what I see him doing, and he doing what he's seeing this person do, or this person over here doing what they see each other do. These are the only skills we got. So all of us running around saying, hey, man, I believe the Most High is telling me to do this. I believe the Holy Spirit is telling me to do this.
Right.
And it's 1,000 people in the same box saying, I believe that the Most High is doing this. And it's like, yo, what about that empty box? What about that empty circle over there? You know what I mean? What if the only reason we felt like we ain't been receiving instruction from over there, because we ain't learned in that area? You know what I mean? Like that circle over there, I got to have a certain trade for that. And the only reason why I ain't got the instruction yet is because I ain't when they put up the knowledge.
And we just got to look at civilizations. And don't we got to go far back. Let's look at the one we're in, right? When this country was built, and this is just stuff we learned, see, the Most High's already given us a blueprint, even if we're not paying attention. The country didn't start out with these complex universities and all these crazy degrees. The country started with trades. The country was built. It was an industrial revolution, right? It was a slave trade. First, they had us doing the farming, the agriculture that you brought up earlier, right? So that's to eat, right? But then at some point, it switched from that to the labor, to the cheap labor going into factories, doing all this stuff with the wars. They had to manufacture guns and all this stuff. So now, what's making guns? In order to make a gun, you got to be what? A blacksmith.
Yeah.
In order to even win the war, you got to be a blacksmith. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So a carpenter can make some arrows.
Right.
Get him a rock and make him some arrowheads. Sharpen his arrowheads on a rock, tied to the arrow. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I guess a carpenter.
Yeah, facts.
But a blacksmith can make a bullet.
Yeah. You fire way quicker.
Yeah, I'm just saying
Fire way
that.
quicker.
So I'm just saying the country was built on trades.
Mm-hmm.
The country is built on electricians, plumbers, electricians, plumbers, doctors, lawyers. Even though those are super trades, I'm just saying that's what's needed right now. You get what I'm saying? So even if we don't go through and get all our licensing, the knowledge is what we need.
The knowledge, yeah.
The knowledge
at least
is what
the
we
basics
need.
of it.
So if you're a plumber, you can go to any country in the world and find some work. Hey, no, I know how to work on these pipes. You can go to a village and start piping some water in for some folks.
Man.
You know what I'm saying? What if you was out somewhere in the country, you need to pipe your own water in, you found out you got a well now, but you can't figure out how to get the water.
Right. How do I get it
From
to
the
my
well
crops right here? Yeah.
to your crops? That's irrigation.
Man.
You can't figure out how to get a sprinkling system.
Man.
So now you every day you walking up the hill with buckets. Y'all walking up the hill with these buckets because y'all ain't got the knowledge of water.
Strong bets, but you taking all day to do it.
Right. So
Sheesh.
But like we said before, man, I think that's vital.
No, for sure.
Every man should have one. Me personally, most high willing, I want to try and get one. After I'm finished with one, I want to go try and get another one. So I want to have at least the basic 4. You know what I'm saying? Electricity, plumbing, maybe HVAC, and carpentry. Or electricity, plumbing, carpentry, and then blacksmithing. Not no HVAC, maybe blacksmithing. Because if you can't blacksmith, you can't build no AC unit. Not at least not as we know it right now. It might be some natural way where you're gonna get some cooling, or who knows what the technology that the Most High got coming up. I'm just saying, and we know it. Somebody got to form that metal. Somebody got to forge that steel to get that AC unit going. So,
but then when you add all those, now like I was saying earlier, that automatically make you one of the super trades. So now you almost an architecture now. You know what I mean? Or even
that's what I'm gonna say. Even if you know how to do blacksmithing, you know how to do electrician, you know how to do plumbing. That's an AC unit.
Yeah, facts.
You bring in the water. When you look out there, blacksmithing had to make that fan that's on that AC unit on the HVAC unit outside. There's a fan that's blowing up in there, right? Now, is water being let out? I got these little pipes coming out the side of my house from the condensation. The water gets piped out from just the water that the HVAC unit creates. So when you run your AC and then you outside, it's a hot day, you look underneath your car, it's put of what? Water. On the condensation. So what I'm saying is then what it need electricity. So it's just electricity.
Yeah.
Little freon, little cooling agent.
Yeah.
That you gotta what? You gotta plumb in.
Yeah.
You gotta have that. Gotta have the cooling agent, the liquid, or the gas, the cooling gas, or the heat, plumbing through the HVAC. It's just moving to the pipes.
Right.
So if you know those 3, you can make an HVAC.
Yeah, that's great. You can make a car. Sure, what you saying?
Hey man,
and that's
what
funny.
we waiting on.
Yeah, and that's funny because even once we start learning a lot of stuff, I can see it now. How we always, and just going back, how we always talking about like, man, you a real in depth person. Like you really be paying attention to things, right? So how we was having a conversation, you was like, man, it ain't no real new technologies being built. It ain't no real new inventions really being built. If we really look at everything, you know what I mean? We look at our cell phones. They just add one little small feature that they been knew that we already had before on a separate device, and then they'll just smash it all together on one device. You know what I mean? Even the computers, it's almost like they only getting a tad bit faster if they getting faster. You know what I mean? Processor. So it's like, man, what if the reason why all this new technology especially, you know, the technology that Abraham had, so much technology that the father was giving him to go share with the Egyptians. Even the technology the Egyptians had. Solomon was building cities. Like, you know what I mean? When we're reading Josephus, he was building cities. We think he just built the temple and built the house, you know? So all these things that we used to actually do, it's like, man, what if we start picking up these trades, we start getting ideas for new technology, you know? Like I was saying with the plumbing, we might find a different way where, hey, you just learn this trade, you just learn this skill, and the father start increasing you, and you be like, man, what if I try this way? And now you got a new plumbing system, you got a new electrician system or something like that. You know? So super solar panels. You know what I mean?
And that's the thing. He want to increase us, but with any increase, it take a vehicle. All right? It always take a vehicle. So how is he gonna increase you? So back in the day, when it first started, he was increasing us how? With the agriculture. So you gotta have a vehicle, you gotta have some land, you gotta have some crops going. And he gonna do what? He gonna give you tenfold. He's gonna give you threefold this year. It's about to be a Sabbath year next year. Y'all gonna lay off on the farmland. Y'all gonna let it rest for a year. Now I'm gonna multiply y'all up. Y'all gonna go crazy this year. And then after y'all let this land rest this year, next year it's gonna come back even more fertile, more vibrant. And the yield y'all was getting before gonna pale in comparison to the yield y'all about to get coming up. So now, what do you have? What do we have as people that he can give us tenfold? See, we don't have no. We just got other people's stuff. That's why other people's stuff increasing because we there.
That's crazy.
So all of us are Jacob. I was telling my aunt before, yo, you think if you go help this person out and helping his business out, that he gonna take the spoils and it's not gonna be fair. You know, you can't, and you don't want to invest all this money when he not investing nothing. But keep in mind, like, you Jacob and he Laban. So right now in these corporations that are being more inclusive, now they starting to be blessed more.
Yeah.
Because
and we wondering why. We thinking this because they doing, you know, especially when you get super deep. Oh man, they increasing because they doing all the wrong stuff.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right,
they just made a new deal with the devil. That's why.
Right.
But it might be that, but it might not be fully that.
Right. And that's why, man, like, it's a reason why. Who got the biggest endorsement deals right now? Just think about this. What nations? Just think about endorsement deals and who's selling products, right? Who got the biggest endorsement deals? Just think about this, right? Oh, you thought it's because he just played basketball real good. You thought it's because he just run real fast. That's part of it. But the other part is these people are being blessed.
Yeah.
And we might not see why right now, but in the future, it'll come to light. Meaning, like, I don't want to say no specific names, but it's certain it's a basketball player recently. All right. He just came out with this little link where internet went crazy. All right. But if he didn't have his platform, he'd posted that link and nobody would have saw it. Even if only 4 souls were saved from that link, or 4 people came into knowledge of truth, that link mattered. So we see people. He got one of the most popular Nike basketball shoes. He might be on his 7th, 8th version. I can't remember. He might be the 8s. And you know what I'm talking about? Start with a K. It might be the 8s. It might be the 8s or 9s. You know what I'm saying? But all of a sudden, he tied back in with the tribe of Gad. He got ancient Hebrew letters and with the Star of David on his back of his hand and all this stuff. So I'm just saying that we don't know how he moving, but we do know one thing: everything is working. You know, script. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Everything is working for his good. You know what I'm saying? Nothing that's being done is being done without his permission.
No, that's fact.
So even our suppression, our oppression, whatever you want to call it, it's there for a reason. It's there because, you know, the Most High is holding us back, because if we could come into something and we do something at a crazy high level, I'm talking about whatever sport we pick up, whatever technical thing we pick up, all of a sudden you see inventions, you see breakthroughs being made.
Yeah.
Now we start picking up all this evil. It's gonna be breakthroughs and evil.
Breakthroughs.
We leading the way in evil.
Breakthroughs.
We leading the way in
Yeah.
the money gun, the money phone.
Yeah, facts.
You know what I'm saying? We leading the way, and who could twerk the best?
Yeah, facts.
It's our ladies.
Hands down.
Hands down.
Yeah.
Hey, can't nobody mess with us when it comes to the craziest stuff.
Yeah, whatever it is.
The most immodest thing.
Yeah,
So
facts.
that's why, we here for a reason. We haven't made it to the level. And I just be sitting back, and all praises, you know what I'm saying? It's just, I see the conundrum though. It's crazy. I don't even know. I ain't really trying to take it here, but
Go ahead.
I see the conundrum. It's like, you might be a beautiful young lady, right? And in your mind, we were programmed and made to like beautiful women.
Programmed to like beautiful women.
We were programmed to like beautiful women
How?
by the Most High.
Okay.
Programmed by it's instilled in us
Okay.
to be fruitful and multiply.
Okay.
How many wives Solomon had? How many all our patriarchs had? Multiple wives. You know what I'm saying? What Jacob, he wanted which one? He didn't just want
The
Leah.
older sister, yeah.
He didn't want Leah.
Yeah.
She
She
said,
was alright.
She was cool.
But listen.
She was cool. But Rachel,
Yeah, listen.
I don't want I want.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Even when you look at Joseph Alcina, she didn't have a beauty like the Egyptian. It said she had she had beauty like somebody from his yeah. She had it gave her something. It gave her like the height of Sarah, the looks of so and so. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So the reason I'm saying this is that this the dilemma. It's like, do I want to see this girl naked more than I want to see her soul saved? Just think about this. Do I want to see this girl twerk more than I want to see her soul? And when you seeing this, my flesh is enjoying this. My flesh, you might just be on the YouTube joint. Oh, she about to go crazy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But then it's like, wait, I want her. It's something in my mind wanting her to go crazy. Meaning like, what I'm saying, when I say go crazy, I'm just saying, it's like, it's something in my that's pleasure in my flesh, right? But now you got to separate that. You know what I'm saying? To say, dang, do I want to see this girl on this YouTube video twerk more than I want to see her soul being saved? Yeah. And it's a crazy thought, because as much as you want to see her soul saved, you still might be enjoying that little twerk.
Yeah. I'm gonna say something to her after she get done twerking. I'm gonna let her do her thing first, cause I don't want to come out the wrong way. I don't want to come out the wrong way. Now
I know that's crazy though. I wasn't even trying to go there. I'm just saying that.
Yeah.
Man, what I'm saying is ain't nobody blameless. Nobody's perfect, and it's just like really. The more we move in this direction, the more apparent it become, man. That we're not up here saying we perfect. We're not saying we ultra righteous. We just talking about it. We just want to have a conversation.
Facts.
We want to discuss it. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
Hey, what's the next step? So we know order is in place. So we said, hey, the first thing we said, hey, we need to get an order as a kingdom physically, as in homes, as in being self-sustainable, right? That's the physical side. But now, what about the spiritual side? What need to be built there, right? And I think that the order there is missing because, when you see, this is just growing up, this is natural things. When everybody wanted, before Halle Berry had got naked for the first time, when I was young, a little kid, everybody wanted to see Halle Berry in, I think it was called Silverfish. It was some movie. Swordfish. Yeah. Everybody wanted to see her get naked.
Yeah.
So I was sitting back thinking like, bro, did we manifest that? So many people wanted her to. So many people.
That's deep on the
with
spiritual
desiring
realm.
for her to do that.
They heard it on the spiritual realm. In the spiritual realm, they can hear their thoughts like, all right, we're gonna
so we gotta
write this one in there.
We gotta watch our desires.
That's facts. But that's beautiful. That's also beautiful as well. That if our desires are being heard on that level, then it's beautiful as well if we all keep speaking like, man, you know what? Like the conversation we've been having, and I know the conversation every brother and sister that I've been having, man, anybody who believe in the Father, it's like almost everybody I've been talking to, we all desire to start coming together. Like we like, you know what? We really wanna live with each other. Like we really wanna wake up and right next door. Hey, you picked some cucumbers yet? Walk out here with me. Let's eat. Let's sing to the Most High today. You know what I mean? So if we all design that, it's a beautiful side because if we all design that, we praying on that. Then man,
and that's why it's coming to fruition, I believe too.
Man, and it is happening. We are
closer now because that's how faith works. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, like it is beautiful. It is beautiful. So, you know, it's beautiful that we able to identify both sides.
Facts.
Before we wouldn't identify either one. We think, hey, this girl gonna do what she gonna do, right? But it ain't got nothing to do with me,
man.
But you tuning in, which is causing her to get paid more,
man,
for showing just a little bit.
The director.
So now she gonna show.
Man.
She gonna get paid. She said, hey,
man.
Well, if they paying this much for this, they paying this much, even if it's not money, attention.
Yeah.
You getting views, ad money. What if I did a little bit more?
Man.
How much more am I gonna go up in clout? What if I did a little bit more? So, it's twofold. You get what I'm saying? So, now we able to see how just our thoughts and our minds. That's why Ashai, man, crazy. Ashai says just the thought.
Speak it.
Just the thought of you doing something with another man's wife.
Yeah, it's already there.
Only because now your thoughts put things into action. What's faith? You know what I'm saying? Faith is based on, you know what I'm saying, the things unseen, the things of the mind. Let's pull up that Hebrew one, man. Go ahead.
And why you pulling up that? You pulling up faith is the things of the mind, right?
Yeah.
Even while you pulling up that, man.
Hebrews 11:1.
Hebrews 11:1. All right. So it's even to the point where, man, all right, that the thought or us thinking those things, man, and we already know in the spiritual realm, if whatever side you on, see a mass majority of people thinking these things, you know what I mean? With so-and-so, this actress or this person in this movie, and then they take off and they give every person what they wanted to see, right? The director, the first before the person did it, not even about the money, the director came and had an idea. He ain't have an idea the morning before.
Right.
It had just popped to him. He said, whoa, what if you took your clothes off?
Right.
But that came from, in the spiritual realm, they can see what's going on, so they whispered to the idea, hey, what if she took her clothes off? Right. And then it's the other way on the other side with the Most High, though. If we thinking all of us as a unit, and then he speaking to one or two people, hey, what if y'all bought some land? And what if y'all start doing this?
See? Now listen. Hebrews 11:1. Now, faith is the substance of things hoped for. So it's things hoped for. So, I don't know if you remember that Chappelle skit. Where, I'm going to explain it. The Chappelle skit when he was in the car was going real fast. And the girl, she had a real low crop top on. And he was hoping. He was trying to will that it popped out.
Yeah.
He was hoping that thing popped out. Right?
Yeah.
It never. I think in his joke it eventually did.
Yeah.
But see, that's how we look at TV, right?
Man.
First, Halle Berry did Swordfish. Then she did what? Then she did Monsters Ball. Where she went crazy. It was steps.
Yeah.
It was steps to this, right? But then before that, The Nation was, man, Halle Berry, the most beautiful person in the world. I wonder, you know what I'm saying? Hey, look, she did this in the swimsuit. Oh, she topless on this. Oh, I wonder how much money she gonna get paid to do, you know what I'm saying? A real scene. And she got the big payoff.
Man.
But that's because we serving mammon at the same time. Go ahead, keep going.
Nah, I'm adding with it. It's like, man, so we were saying the director, but even in her, when we wishing these things, sometimes that opposite spirit can go whisper in the person. What if you took your top off?
I know.
All right, next time you do that, you know what? If they come to you and they tell you to do this, would you do it?
Right.
It'd be beneficial if you did it. I think everybody want to
What's
see
my
it.
price? What's my price for that?
Right.
How much do they have to pay me to
The
do that?
secret ideas, even the manifesting, like so you focus on and my fault, I don't mean to cut you.
Good, keep going.
It's like it's the two sides, man. If we continue to focus on that certain evil, then you can be looking at somebody and be like, man, if she just looked my way, if she just looked my way, and the spirit can be like, turn around,
Yeah.
and she look your way, and now you own it. Or what if we start focusing on the positive? Man, I see this person with this right here. I pray that person put that down. Whatever I pray they put.
And now we manifesting
put
good.
that drink down.
That's what prayer. See, that's what I'm
He
going.
put that drink down, and then he doing like this right in your face, and he say, throw it in the trash can.
That's what prayer is. That's why the more people that they have praying as a group, they have that church praying together for you. They when you get sick and they send that call out.
Powerful.
They send that call out. Everybody. Now I see say now faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. So they hoping for something that they can't see yet. They hoping for something that they can't see. You need to plug up.
No. I'm gonna add some.
I'm just saying
to
that.
what you just said.
So when they do that, they send that prayer call out. Hey y'all, we need y'all to pray for this brother right here. What y'all doing? Y'all praying that this brother. Y'all envisioning in y'all mind a healthy form of this brother. Y'all requesting from the Most High a healthy form. Y'all manifesting, but y'all don't see the healthy form yet. But that's what y'all manifesting. That's what y'all thinking. That's what y'all seeing it. And what y'all minds are.
Yeah.
Keep going though.
No, I'm adding with that. In Acts, right?
Yeah.
We I've been nailed to Acts and nailed to Jeremiah 29, right?
Mm-hmm.
So in Acts 2, right, the last verse, it's like it say praising God and having favor with all the people. And the Lord added to the church daily such as should be saved. Why was he adding to the church daily that should be saved? You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But then you go up a few scriptures later, and it's almost like he's telling you why.
Mm-hmm.
Because everybody who believed came together.
Mm.
Same thing you were just saying. If we coming together now, we can start praying for the same things.
Mm-hmm.
Because what's important to you is now becoming important to me.
Mm-hmm.
If you stay right here, you know what I mean, close to the city.
Mm-hmm.
If I'm deeper on the south side, in a sense, some of the things that's important to us is way off and way different.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Spiritually, we both want to serve the Father.
Right.
But then everyday life is like something that might be more important to you. I might not be tripping on bills as much. Why? It's not that the bills ain't important to me. Your bills cost more. You in the city.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So you like, you don't get it. My rent is this much.
Mm-hmm.
You stay in a whole different area, so your rent is only this much.
Mm-hmm.
Same size house. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But if we was living together, having all things coming, and we was staying together, what's important to you gonna start becoming important to me.
Okay.
And now, man,
The prayer
this is that prayer is literally one prayer.
Right.
We all praying for the same thing because we only got the same thoughts. We only got the same concerns, the same issues we coming up with, or the same things that we see need to be done.
Okay. And that's why when we take the hoping off of the negative and put all the hoping onto the positive, it's like double the effect. It's not like a change of one, it's a change of three. So if you had 0, right, and you was thinking negative, you went to -1, right? Over here it's +1, 0's in the middle. So now that we took out the hoping and the faith off of the negative, we went back to 0. That's just a change of 1.
Yeah,
we didn't just go back to 0. We went over to 1.
Yeah.
So that's a +2. You know what I'm saying? So that's us making the light more than the dark. Eventually, as the world starts to think that way, then the world will start to be transformed. And,
Yeah.
you know, it'll change faster than we think it will, because that's why I says the fervent prayer of a righteous man.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what. I'm trying not to go too deep into the what's the name, because when I try to think, it throw off my train of thought. But it's just, you know, the fervent prayer of a righteous man.
Man, feel good for real, man. Cause it's like, man, you can see how close and closer we getting for real.
Okay, so it says the effectual. Wait, let me make sure this is the KJV before I start reading.
It's the one you want now.
So it says the effectual the effectual fervent prayer of a righteous man availeth much. So, you know, it's this what I'm saying is that prayer is important. Even when you look at Daniel, they knew all those things. They had all the knowledge, more knowledge than the soothsayers, than the Chaldeans, the magicians. When they came, they were faced with the death from Nebuchadnezzar. What they do? They went, they got together and prayed.
Mm.
That's when the Most High delivered them. So they could have said, hey, man, we got all this knowledge, man. Let's do a couple spells. Let's do a couple of this. Let's do a couple of that. We learn all this stuff from these lower level magicians. And we see them doing all this crazy stuff. This might work. Nah, what they do? They went together and they came together and they sent their desires up to the Most High.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The Most High delivered them.
Because they know the strongest, and I don't want to use the word magic, but spells, you know what I mean? Prayers, I'm not going to say that they spells, but the people that's casting spells, they speaking words, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
so they know, Daniel them knew, we know the strongest of the strongest, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So, man.
No, that's real because, you know, that's why, you know, it's, and that's why magic is just the unexplainable, right? So if a miracle happens, somebody could say a miracle is magic.
Yes.
Because it's just unexplained. But we know there's nothing, even magic, there's something happening. There's a structure that the Most High put on this earth in some way, some form of fashion that they're tapping into to use for evil.
Mm-hmm.
But our only goal is to tap into what the Most High gave us right now, the things He revealed to us as people right now for Him. And you know, when we see Daniel, we see the magic that surpasses all magic is prayer.
Mm-hmm.
You see it numerous times, you know, and that's why when they threw in the same book in Daniel, when they threw Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego into the fire, what happened after that? Most High let them go into the fire. They came out right. Then what Nebuchadnezzar said, hey, the only true living God is the God of these three men. What happened when He put them in a den, lions den? They even made the fire hotter than it's normally supposed to be. They said 10 times hotter than they normally make it. To make sure they burned up. They were still good.
That was an extra effort.
So it always come down to King Nebuchadnezzar giving the Most High the glory.
Mm.
That's what it's always gonna be about that. Mm. So even while we getting your trades, even while we building gardens, even while we even doing these podcasts, we want to make sure that it's only to bring glory to the Most High name. Man. That's the only reason why we're doing this. To give people another option to give something to look at, and then to give glory to the Most High in His name. You know what I'm saying? So we want to make sure that's being brought out because even I don't know if that was 29. That might have been Psalms 50. I'm thinking about it wasn't Jeremiah 29, Psalms 50. But he was just saying like, hey, you know, after I save you from trouble, remember to give me glory. You know, and that's even in Jeremiah 33 when they talk about the musicians going to be singing the praise. They're going to publish the Most High's name. That means that they're going to give Him credit and give Him glory. And, you know what I'm saying? For everything that he's done and everything that He's doing. But not when we get there in your land of captivity right now, we got to start publishing and giving Him glory. So it's already emotion, though. It's already emotion. So I believe us even talking about this, even talking about the trades, is part of the motion.
That's facts.
So the Bible ain't over, y'all. Wake up. Become a part.
Facts. All
of these prophecies and all that other stuff is happening right now. But they're about you, though. You sitting at home, they're about you. I ain't pointing at the camera. They're about you. You sitting at home thinking that the Bible is about somebody else, or thinking that the people who's supposed to bring the prophecy to fruition is somebody else. No, it's you.
Facts.
It's me. How you do it? Through getting trades, through building the kingdom, through building gardens, houses, right where you at in captivity. That's part of the prophecy. Jeremiah 29, Jeremiah 30. I think you skip 31. You do 32, do 33. You know what I'm saying? One of the chapters is about when he went to prison. It's still a good read, but I'm just saying he got out. Yeah. So, you know, hey man, that's what it's about, man.
Facts. That's the next step. That's the next step.
Yeah. So what we want to do? We want to build houses. We want to build plant gardens. Yeah. So that's trades. That's agriculture. That's carpentry. That's blacksmithing. That's electrician. That's plumbing. Right? That even people get hurt on the job. We're gonna need some doctors.
Man, come on.
Hey,
some EMPs.
Hey, when we trying to
What, EMTs and EMPs? EMTs?
EMTs.
Yeah, we need EMTs.
When we trying to get these little grants, or we trying to get permits changed, land designation changed. We need some lawyers.
Facts, man.
Somebody to write up.
Facts.
Somebody look at them laws.
Facts.
We trying to get when we try to build this cul-de-sac. Yeah. We try to get this cul-de-sac built. You know what I'm
need
saying?
them codes. We need to know what codes we in.
When we trying to get them schools built,
man.
we gonna need teachers, but we also gonna need some lawyers.
Facts. We need accountants.
We gonna need accountants.
We need
accountants,
man.
Hey man, this is all a part of
Facts.
Jeremiah 29. So
Facts.
in order to do this, I know we're gonna have to come together. We're gonna need some order. You know. And that's for a later show, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Facts.
We're gonna need some order, man. We're gonna need some communication and some charity.
Man.
That's the order. We're gonna need communication and charity. So, you know, I think that was a good little bit, man. With that being said, man.
With that being said, it all tied back around. This was it wasn't, the lesson wasn't perseverance, but trust. The spirit of perseverance was here. The spirit of being resilient, and that's the thing too. I'm learning. We going through everything. It might not look as peachy as you think it's gonna look.
Right.
You know, it's gonna be some bumps, and that bump might throw off some tires. You know, and that car might go down with no jack in the car. But as long as you get out and you say, I'm willing to put this tire on, the father might bring somebody, a truck stop by with a jack, and they lift it up. And somebody else say, hey, do you need a tire? How you know? How did you know? And they give you a tire. And somebody else come and say, hey, do you need a wrench?
Right.
Yes, I did, because I didn't have no tools in this car. But I go back to the root, and the first thing I was willing. And I trusted in the Father. I trusted in Him to bring me through. So that's what it is.
So, you know, with that being said, I think, you know, that was a good chop it up, man. That was a good powwow, a good link.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna say shalom, man. We love y'all.
Shalom. Peace.
Prayers all is well with y'all, man. Until next time. Until the next conversation.
Next time, man.
Wow.
Let's get it.
To an agreement, it's a season, it's the most high when we flow. Don't want no grieving or bereavement, we gon' translate when we go. To an agreement, it's a season, it's the most high when we flow. Don't want no grieving or bereavement, we gon' translate when we go.
I'm in a different mode, hop in the spirit and go. In the dough we shine like flashlights, me and my bro. Don't know what they told you, but we the ones who show it. Show His glory, we was chosen, we the ones they noticed. We just living up to His will, that's the whole reason. Picking up all the pieces, we picking up all the pieces. We do in agreement, two in agreement. Ooh, we got what you needed. Come to us, we can explain the meaning. Come to us, we can explain the you keep seeking, you'll find. All the time, the water runs Christ in the middle every time.